You're now tuning in to the Causing Nonsense podcast with live interviews, live Q&As, and talking about all types of nonsense. Now, here's your host, Joel Yote GG Lunsford and Jordan Nonsense Sandoval.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yo.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Oof, I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Good. Welcome to everybody that's in the chats right now over on twitch.tv and on mixer.com. Tonight we have a very special guest in Ph0bes over here in the middle with the pink beard. How's it going, Ph0bes?
Hello. Going good. How are you guys doing?
Why don't you introduce yourself, man?
My name's Ph0bes, or you guys can call me Colt. Either works.
Perfect. I mean, I've known you for a long time. Jordan, not so long, but I knew you in real life before I even knew you were a streamer.
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy. Like, I started streaming, you're like, holy shit, you stream? So do I. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it was funny, actually.
Yeah, Joel actually, he's the one who actually told me about your stream because I just started streaming and he's like, oh, you should check out my buddy Ph0bes. He lives pretty close to us. He lives local. And he gave me your link and went and checked you out, and it pretty much went from there.
Yeah. That and Nesquik and everybody, all real close.
There's a bunch of us, yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of us that are real close together.
That's
what's crazy about it.
There's actually a lot of people in our area that stream, and you know, once you start streaming, you start meeting all these people, and you're just like, holy shit! Oh, you stream? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, we played softball with Nesquik for couple years and we had no clue that he streamed or did any of
Bo
content too. Yeah, same with Bo.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I actually
crazy too. Like,
go ahead. I actually found out with I actually found out that Bo started streaming. Do you remember Kenny from Legion? He made a Facebook group page for like local gamers out here in Havasu, and Bo was part of that, so I grouped up with a couple. I grouped up with Kenny, I think it was, and then he brought in Bo and Guy. You remember Guy?
Oh yeah, the dude hits home runs like they're freaking singles.
Yeah. So, and it just kind of went from there, and me and Bo started gaming, and then we started streaming together, and then he made Hype Esports, and I joined that, and just kind of went from there.
Yeah. Also, we need to make a trip up to Phoenix so we can all go to the Stream AZ event. There's a lot of people from there as well.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I do want to go up there one of these days, especially before I leave.
Yeah, definitely.
I know it's gonna be sad because I'm gonna have to leave Stream Arizona, but I mean, I at least want to go once while in the group.
Yeah, because you're moving where? Tennessee?
Yeah, moving out to Tennessee, about 30 to 45 minutes outside of Nashville.
Oh wow! What caused that move?
My mom asked if we wanted to move. I was all, it's not up to me. I saw it's up to the wife, and I asked her, and she's all, hell yes. Without an instant, she said hell yes, and I'm like, all right, are you sure? She's all, yep. Every time I'd ask her every week, I was like, are you sure you want to go? I just want to make sure you're okay with it. She's like, let's go tonight. I mean, we have the date planned, like it's gonna be the beginning of May. And we're gonna have a going away party at the end of April.
Awesome.
But she wanted to go. I'm like, all right, let's go.
She's always.
It doesn't matter where I am because I'll have my friends. I mean, I'm not a social butterfly. I don't like going out and drinking just because I don't like getting blackout drunk and not remembering the party. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Like, so I just don't even go out anymore. It's just have a couple drinks here and there at home, or if I do go out, it's just like one drink and I'm done.
Yeah, I think I go out drinking like maybe once a year, and
that's how it feels like for me right now.
Well, last year was an exception. I think I drank twice a year, like hardcore, and one of them was at TwitchCon.
Yeah,
and
that's my last year one too.
That was a bad idea.
I think there's some floating Twitch clips around for the second option of when you drink a lot.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you deleted them all yet.
No, I only deleted some of like the not so entertaining, I guess you can say, clips. Like the God of War deal. Like I made a bet, not a bet, but a deal with my wife's cousin because he's a GameStop manager out here. That if we buy him around, that he has to, give me a deal on a brand new PlayStation 4 and the God of War. Ooh. And he agreed to it. So someone clipped it, so we had proof of it. So I never got that deal, to be honest.
Damn.
Yeah, but other than that, like at TwitchCon, I got there Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon.
Thursday afternoon,
something like that.
11 o'clock or something like that.
I got there and we were just like, all right, beer run, alcohol, let's go. So we went and did that, and I was supposed to get a 24-pack of Corona Extras, just the normal size bottles, but I accidentally, by mistake, got the 7-ounce bottles. And they're the little baby ones.
Baby bottles.
Yeah. I was walking around outside, and I think I was FaceTiming my wife, and I just hear Mel call my name from the kitchen, and I'm like, oh shit. So I walk in there, and she's like, what the fuck are these? And I looked at them like, those were the only 24 packs that they had. I was like, I swear.
Can't even put a lime in them. You gotta put some lime juice in them.
We didn't even have that. I don't even think we had lime juice or salt. We just drank them just how they were. And I think after like 10 of them, or at least 5 or 6 of them, and they kind of started like not being able to taste it.
Yeah.
Those little ones will sneak up on you. You drink them so fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, Ariel, when we did game night last weekend, Ariel went to the store to go grab some beers, and I told her I'll just get a 6-pack because Ryan's gonna be grabbing a 12-pack or a 24-pack, and she ended up getting the same ones, the little babies, little 7-ouncers, and I drank 4 of them within like 10 minutes. And I was just like, these things are just going down like pure water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see everybody over here in chat. How's everyone doing tonight?
Yeah, I see Rambo and Viking in there, and then
hey Viking, what's up, buddy?
I don't want to.
Bo?
Oh, never mind. That's a bot. I don't even want to talk to that bot.
Yeah, no one wants to talk to that bot.
Paranormal.
Just real quick, that this podcast will be going on to YouTube as well. So if you guys are just now tuning in and you guys want to watch the beginning of it, it'll be on YouTube. Make sure that you're following our Twitters at NonsenseOG and at YoteGG. We can have the links for the YouTube video there. Because for some reason, every time I do like a command for YouTube, it always changes my YouTube link for some reason. And same with like Discord. Every time you do a Discord command, it always changes the Discord link. So I don't know if Ph0bes has the link or has a command for it. Let me double check for you guys.
Well, while Jordan's checking on this, why don't we start talking a little bit about the man of the hour here, folks? Why don't you tell us a little bit about your channel, where we could find you, and a little bit about yourself, man?
I usually play a lot of PUBG. Have roughly about 3,000 hours in the game. But recently I've been playing some Escape from Tarkov and Sea of Thieves. But I was going to play some game called Star Citizen tonight, but decided to keep on playing Escape from Tarkov instead the whole day.
The Star Citizen game has actually been blowing up a lot.
Yeah, it's
lately.
It's a lot of fun, and I know like a lot of people are leaning away from it because they think it's like a pay-to-win game. But yes, you can buy your ships, you can buy bigger and better ships that are actually better and stuff like that. But eventually, in game, it's just alpha right now. All they're doing basically is investing into the game now instead of then, because you're going to be able to buy those ships with United Earth credits as well later on in the game. So it's up to you how you want to basically purchase the ships. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Kind of like helping them getting out of alpha and stuff like that.
Exactly, like getting exactly. Because right now I think they only have one planetary system, and I think they have a plan for several. One of which is going to be our planetary system with Earth and everything else like that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I'm real excited for that.
Might have to check out that game.
And
go ahead.
I was gonna say, you can find me over at twitch.tv/Ph0bes.
Ph0bes with a 0 and not a O.
Zero.
I like that. I've hosted you a couple times and accidentally put the 0. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And you're actually doing a drinking stream tomorrow, right?
Yes, I am doing a drinking stream tomorrow of Sea of Thieves.
Okay. Well, that'll be some fun.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Drinking. I've had a couple tastes of it, but we're gonna be drinking some proper 12.
Oh, nice.
I heard a lot of good things about this. I love my whiskeys, and I had a taste of it, and damn, it's smoother than Jameson. And I love my Jameson, but this stuff is.
I need to get some for the wife.
All right, I gotta ask because I'm pretty sure probably people in chat are kind of wondering the same thing. The pink beard. What happened? What came to where you decided to dye your beard pink?
Well, back in November, of course, we had the Extra Life charity that if I hit $300, I would shave the beard off. But we hit $100, didn't get a gargoyle, but I never did anything about it. Last month, someone said you should dye your hair pink since you didn't shave your beard for November. I was like, all right, February's coming up. There's lots of cancer awareness days coming up. We'll just dye it pink. My dad's going through cancer right now. I'm just going to dye it pink for cancer awareness. And we did it. Everybody suggested it. They said, yes, do it. Everybody was excited. So I was like, all right, let's do it.
Awesome. Yeah, because you came into the video call the other night and you were showing us the box of it. I'm just like, okay, why is he going to dye his beard? And it wasn't yesterday. Or no, yeah, it was yesterday when you're doing the process of bleaching your beard, which was kind of funny to watch, to be honest.
Yeah, it took a lot longer too than I thought.
Yeah, it took a lot longer than I thought as well.
I was at work and I took my lunch break during the first coating of the bleach, and I went back. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tune in and see where he's at. Then you put the second coating on, and then I left, and then came back a couple minutes later, and you're doing the pink. So it was like perfect timing on my end to kind of watch everything without having to watch everything, if you know what I mean. But I saw Demon Buddies was in the chat, and he was just like, oh yeah, it's for a good cause, and I left right away. It just because, not that I didn't want to know, but it was one of the questions that I wanted to ask you during the podcast. I thought it would be an awesome, great question to ask. So I'm like, okay, I don't
want the answer right.
Yeah,
then.
exactly. So I left right away. I'm like, okay, I don't want no spoilers.
I was hoping Mel was gonna write her name on his forehead, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
She got your cheeks a little bit though, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She got. I think it's this cheek right here. She got it all the way up to here almost. It was like. Oof. Right to my nose line, and she's like, I didn't do nothing. I'm like, yeah, I went outside, I could just see like a big old line. I'm like, oh Lord.
Oh man, it came off though, huh?
Yeah. It took a little bit of alcohol and scrubbing, but it came off.
Nice.
Yeah, I think later on that night, like I'd tune in and I could just see Mel coming in, like wiping some of your face, like, oh, got some right here.
Yeah,
trying to like outline everything.
Yeah, she's like trying to outline it like makeup, like
yeah. So we asked you already, like who you are and all that. One of the main questions that I would want to know, and I'm pretty sure everybody in chat would want to know, to kind of learn a little bit more about you, is what got you into streaming? How did you come across streaming? And
I was playing WoW, actually playing a lot of WoW, and I came across, I don't remember who I was playing with. But they said, come watch the stream with me. We'll do this. And I was like, what's this? I was like, I don't know what Twitch is. They're all, you never heard of Twitch? I was all, no. And at the time, it was Twitch TV and Justin TV, where it was two separate platforms before Justin TV went away.
Was that like during the process of when they were kind of switching over?
Yeah, when they're switching over and everything. And I started watching this guy named Ph0bes. And
ooh, good streamer. Love him.
Yeah, good streamer. Great streamer. I was a sub for him for 5 years, and then sadly I had to cancel all my subs because financial issues. But I've slowly started getting my subs back. Some people gift me a lot of subs, which that's cool as hell because I get to spam those emotes even more for love for and show some support for people. But I was watching Ph0bes, and I was like, I wonder what it would be like to stream like this. And then a couple months went by, and I started watching this guy named Real Muscle Gamer. Unfortunately, he used to play a lot of Diablo 2, a lot of Diablo 3, and that's when I was really into Diablo 3 and World of Warcraft at the same time. And I started watching him stream, and he just was like, yeah, there's a lot of energy. I'm like, I don't have a lot of energy. I'm like a mellow guy. I was like, I don't get hype like some of these people do. I was like, but I have fun. I enjoy myself, and I enjoy the company of like having everybody around. So I'm like, maybe one day days I can get into stream like that. So from those two streamers, I started really wanting to stream. And then I met Jay Lee. Jay Lee, longtime friend. I've known her for 5 years now, like 5-6 years now. Best friends with the wife. They talk, everything. I'm good friends with a lot of her friends and everything else like that. It's been a mod. But she, like, just watching her streams and just how chill and mellow she was, I was like, okay, I can do this. I can stream. So I started without a cam for a little bit, and then I got a camera. So from those three people right there, Jay Lee, Bajira, and then Real Muscle Gamer, those guys really like made me want to stream more and like interact with people and stuff like that. Especially Bajira, like watching him like just like interact with chat like constantly. Like I'm not as good as like reading back and forth like he is, but like just his interaction with chat, just like being positive and have that attitude, like go get him attitude is what I loved. And I'm like, I want to like give people that like motivation to, no matter what you're like, where you're at, you'll get somewhere. Because I'm not sure if you've ever seen Bajira's progression, but like
during
when he
his
first started,
like his streaming progression.
Yeah, like when he was like a small, like skinny kid, like he did lifted weights, but not like he does now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've watched him like grow from then to now, and like he's maintained that positive, that positive mental attitude, and just saying you can achieve it. Just you got to do it. Like you got to educate yourself, and you got to go out there and actually make it happen for yourself. You know what I mean? So.
Little bit off topic, but I see right there in the background you got Spider-Man. You're gonna have to let me borrow that one of these days. Yes. I just saw it. I'm like, just like, ooh, Spider-Man. You're gonna have to let me borrow that. Well, that's also say
already too.
So I guess I would say that Bajira was pretty much your inspiration.
Yeah, Bajira and Jay Lee, because I didn't think I could do it because I got that. I'm just like a chill, mellow guy, you know what I mean? And just Jay Lee's guy was that chill, mellow like person that I came across. That I was like, if someone like her can just like chill out, talk to people, I could do it as well.
Yeah. See, I can't. Me myself, I can't be one of those like super like high energy streamers. Like I don't know. Like if when I'm streaming, I'll get like this burst of energy just out of nowhere. And then I'll just start like just screaming, and it happened the other night. Me and
playing Overwatch. Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Is this a PG stream?
Nope, 18 plus.
All right. Well, if I wasn't so afraid of coke, I'd do some coke and have some hype ass streams.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Shit.
Yes.
I mean, that's the only way I could feel like I could get the energy, because
it's on cloud nine.
Energy drinks just don't do it. I mean, the only other way I can think about doing is just a line of coke and be like, let's go.
You just come up out of the camera.
Exactly.
Powder.
I know, like we just played Overwatch, and like I was just kind of quiet a little bit, talk a little bit about chat on, with my chat, and I had music going in the background. All of a sudden, this song just came on, and I just got like extremely hyped, and I just started screaming. I was just like, "Let's go! Let's do it! Everyone, push! Go, go, go!" Like it just started.
There's songs that like make me want to do that, and I'm like, you know what? If I do that, I feel like I'm gonna sound like an idiot. And everybody's gonna like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
Oh, see, like at that point, you're just like, "Screw it, just go with it." Just because now it's starting to turn into entertainment. Like people are watching, like, "Oh, the hell is this guy doing?" Like he was just chill and calm just like 2 minutes ago, and all of a sudden he's screaming, he's jumping, his headset's falling off, and
they're down by 50 points, and he's fucking hype as shit.
He's losing the match. He doesn't even care. He's just worried.
Fucking Hit Me Baby One More Time came on. This guy's pumped.
Yeah. So Rambo, that was actually one of the questions that I was gonna ask him. Was about Awesome. You're a big part of Awesome as like hosting like some of their tournaments and just being a part of the brand itself. Could you kind of tell us about that whole experience and about the whole, I guess you could say, was it organization or whatever you would want to call it?
I could speak a little bit about it. Like it's been a lot of fun. We've done a couple events so far. One of them being the big one that I really was a big part of and I really enjoyed. Was the WSOE event, PUBG Pan Continental 2018, where we had a bunch of teams from around from PUBG teams from the EU and NA competing.
That was
together.
The one that was in Vegas, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the one that was in Vegas. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. We're still doing stuff. It just not to be announced. You know what I mean? I can't really say a lot about it.
Yeah,
but we're still doing stuff. I did. That's been honestly one of the best experiences that I've ever done. Like joining them, it's honestly turned into almost like a family. Like just like how tight knit it is and everything, and how like we've worked together over this last year now. I think it is. Like I've been with them for over a year now. So, and it's been a lot of fun interacting, especially like with meeting them like face to face for the first time when we went to Vegas after working with them for 6 months. Is an awesome experience, like getting to meet them, like especially since they're from all over the world and stuff like that.
Yeah, because
From
there's
Belgium.
there's
one from
players
Belgium,
from like UK and all that.
Yeah, we had people from Belgium, France, Germany, everything. So it was awesome, like awesome experience.
Awesome,
like especially like when they gotta like test all the American food for the first time and stuff like that. It was fun times.
Nice, man. Speaking of other teams, you also recently just joined the Noble Stream community, didn't you?
Yeah, I just recently joined the Noble community stream team.
I know you're pretty pumped about that because you love me some Noble.
I love me some Noble. I've been a huge fan of Noble since Boom and Airmid. Airmid is one of the ones that actually introduced me to Awesome and kind of like pushed me to go there because I really wanted to get into esports. It's been something that I really wanted to get into for a while, and she suggested that I hit up them since I was into PUBG and everything, and they're getting into it. So I talked to them, got an interview, and then been with them ever since. But she's been a big part of Noble, DM Boom, huge fan of him ever since Alpha, PUBG, just huge fan of him. And they joined Noble, and then just watching them grow over the time with Noble and the organization itself, just watching how like wonderful they are, you know what I mean, to everybody, and just how, I don't know, I guess good they treat them and everything else like that. They're really nice people, like very like heartwarming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And one of the people that just joined them as well is Ipaku. He's actually the one that reached out to me and asked if I wanted to join again, because I have applied in the past for their actual mainstream team, but I'm still growing my channel, so they have certain requirements which most stream teams do. So
right, like a certain amount of followers, concurrent viewers, kind of deal.
Concurrent viewers, yeah, like because their sponsors want so many, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah, so exactly. It makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so I can understand, makes sense to me, but it also gives me incentive to grow even more. So,
yeah,
and this gives me that chance. Yeah, exactly. That, and I get to support Noble in another way.
Yeah, exactly, because you're pretty much part of the Noble community.
Whether I was on their stream team or not, I'd be part of their community just because I absolutely think a lot of them are amazing people. So
yeah, but if you think about it, like joining that community, it's giving you one more step closer to actually being part of the main team.
Exactly.
Because like if they decide to go ahead and recruit for the team, the actual main team, they're gonna look at their community before they start looking anywhere else.
Yeah,
that's true.
So the more, I guess you can say, the more active you are within that community, you're gonna grow a little bit bigger, and then they're gonna start seeing that, and then be like, okay, and then they'll kind of put in the thought to go ahead and accept your application.
Yeah, I've been pretty bad in the past about community, like trying to keep in touch with people. I really do try to, but just with certain things going on, life running back and forth every other week, and just a lot of like stressful like thoughts. And I just try to bury my head into gaming, so I don't go out and visit things. I just bury my head in games and just try to not think about things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I don't think about, like, I'll go sit there and I'll go lurk in channels and I'll sit there, but I won't ever type. I sit there and bury my head and just watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's how a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people do that. Just even if you'll see like on streams, people will donate finally and be like, "Hey, you really helped me through a hard time." I feel like it's an escape for a lot of people,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's awesome that you can provide content for somebody to escape to.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And there's a lot of people I do that too.
with that, like you're like really mainly like heavy into PUBG.
Yeah.
Do you have like any plans on trying to apply for PUBG partnership at all?
I have applied 5 times now. I will be applying again once it comes around, possibly. Depends on how PUBG starts putting their stuff together. Because I feel like sometimes they're slacking off in certain areas, but I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so I can't judge them on some of their actions. I try not to badmouth companies because I can understand that everybody has their issues. Like they push for what they think is best, They don't, because if you listen to your community too much, like a dev listens to their community too much, the game can become ruined. But if they don't listen, if they just take some of their suggestions and try to implement some balance, I think that's where it gets better. But I think PUBG is just like overly just doing what they want right now, and then only taking a little bit of the community suggestions, but not doing exactly what needs to be done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of good points that like Wacky Jackie and other people have made.
But you gotta think too is, you know, with PUBG itself, they have their PC servers, their Xbox servers, and now their PlayStation 4 servers.
Yeah.
So trying to optimize everything to try to meet everyone's, you know, needs, you know, whether if you're on Xbox or PlayStation and PC, it's gonna be kind of tough because pretty much everything is gonna and mobile.
And mobile that yeah.
You know, trying to keep everybody happy at the same time is, you know, gonna be kind of difficult because you can optimize something on one platform, but on the other platform they haven't gotten to that yet. So then the community is gonna be kind of, I guess you could say, a little bit salty about it. Like, well, what about us? You know, and
yeah, exactly. That's how it feels like. Is like I know, like especially like a big thing right now. I know among not only myself but other streamers and other players is map selection. If you go into games like early on day, I know it's rough early morning, but you got 7-minute solo queues for Erangel, like unknown amount of time for Miramar, and then you got Sanhok that has like a 30-second queue and Vikende that has a 26-second queue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the community is so split, and some people don't even know how to play on Erangel or Miramar, and that's the thing. It's like they're too afraid to play on there because they don't know how to play on there. They'd just rather stick to a small map where they have a bunch of stuff. And I wish that they would do away. I almost wish they would do away with map selection again.
Yeah, because before it wasn't before, like when it first came out, it just randomly did it, right?
Yeah, it just randomly picked. And then I think they put map selection in like shortly after because people wanted to just play one map because they didn't like Miramar. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just one of those things. It's like, just I know some maps aren't the best. You know what I mean? Some maps aren't the best. Like not everybody likes a certain map. You know what I mean? But some people like it. It's just, it's hard. It's just splitting the community when everybody wants to play only Vikende or Sanhok. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
they only
hard.
want to play one map and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody's all on one. But what if someone wants to play another one? It's gonna be so hard because everyone's in the other map. Everyone wants to queue up for that map.
I absolutely love Sanhok, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, but I cannot stand playing it anymore. I absolutely hate playing it anymore. It's just because that's all I get anymore. It's like I just want to play Miramar and Erangel, and I don't want to sit in an 8-minute queue just to play those. And you quick join, and you get Sanhok. Okay. It's like,
right. And it's like you do the quick queue as a gamble, like, okay, what am I gonna get? I want this. I really want this.
Please and then you get Sanok or Vikendi. It's like those maps are real fun, don't get me wrong, but I want like some change of pace without having to wait 10 minutes to get into the game.
Right. So now, if you guys are all just tuning into the podcast or just learning about the whole or about this podcast, is our main thing is we like to do live interviews and we like to do live Q&As with people that are watching. So if anyone in any of the chats want to ask Ph0bes a question, please feel free to type it in chat and then we can get to it.
Well, one thing real quick. Sorry, chat. I just realized my chat was not working, and I refreshed it when Arsenal subbed. And my chat is writing right now. I haven't been talking to them. But I love you guys. I'm sorry. I can see it now. Yeah, I can see it. I was like, man, nobody's saying anything in chat. And all of a sudden, I heard my sub thing go off, and I was like, what the heck? It didn't pop up. So I refreshed, and all of a sudden, it's just riot. It's in stream.
The Rambo wants to know, when is taco night?
When is taco night? Oh,
Ooh,
wait,
dude.
What taco night? The fry bread tacos?
Remember when we used to all be in like a Twitter message and Ph0bes would always post Taco Tuesday pictures and make us all jealous? Because I remember that.
I remember that. I remember when I worked at the Sundowner with the wife.
Yeah, we'll have to come up. Yeah, when is taco night so we can all group up and drive out there?
Yes, it's gonna be one for the last 2 nights that she's doing. Where is it at? She posts so much stuff I can't even find it. I'm never on Facebook, so
I haven't seen her post about it in a while.
Easy. I know. I want to say it was in like the last week, but she's posted so much stuff.
I want to say it was
last week.
Rambo was like, I got a 7-person Ford Flex. We coming in hot.
Yeah, but she's doing her Indian fry bread tacos again, and they're killer.
It just sounds delicious.
I got them at a restaurant. I got them at a restaurant up here in Prescott, actually, and I sent her a picture. I was like, I wish these were yours. She's all, yeah, those look like crap compared to mine.
She's doing it twice. Once on February 26th, and the next time on March 26th.
It's February. That's a weekend, isn't it? 26th or Friday?
You got
me.
I
want to say that. I want to say that's what my.
I don't even know what today is. Just kidding.
Wait a second.
Let's see.
But yeah,
26th is. Oh no, it's a Tuesday.
So it's Tuesday. So it's a Tuesday, and then so is March. They're both on a Tuesday, and it'll be at 5 p.m. that she's starting them.
When do they end?
It goes until probably like a good 9 o'clock. She makes a bunch.
That's more than enough timing. Because I don't get off till about 4:30, and by the time I pick up the kids from school and come home and all that, then it won't be till like 5:30, 6 o'clock before we even
45 minutes to get
yeah.
That's cool. On my side, Paranormal says, on a scale of 1 through 10, what would you say your skill level is at? I want to say
what, PUBG?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing is PUBG.
5.
I'm just gonna go right down the middle and just like I have good days and bad days.
I have good days. I have some bad days. I've been told I'm a really good shot by some people, but then I watch a lot of pro players that I know, and it's like I'm nowhere near as good as them. So I don't.
Well, I was in your stream yesterday, I believe it was, for quite a while. I was lurking, playing some games, and just doing my own thing. And I watched Ph0bes after he dyed his beard, and he's like, "Oh, it's time to warm up." He drops in, gets like a Mac 10, and just annihilates 4 people. I'm like, this makes me not want to play PUBG anymore because I'm going to get annihilated by Ph0bes.
Right. Yote, do you have any questions on your side at all?
I got some trolling questions, I think.
Trolling questions.
Muffin says he is a god. It's not even a question.
Right. Page Master over here says, what's your 2019 plan as far as your streams go, new games, emotes, and and etc.?
I do have a new emote. Well, one new emote. It's the noble emote. But the Ph0bes, why a lot of people want that one to stay around, but we'll see if we can get anything
the
changed.
Ph0besy one?
Yeah, the Phobes,
Oh,
yeah, Phobesy one.
You're gonna have to redo that though with the pink beard.
Yeah, I wanted to
That's
do
what I was
that.
saying the other day.
I really wanted to get to put on a shirt, but the quality was too low quality, and they didn't want to print it because it would have looked blurry. So I want to kind of take a new one at one of these days. But
Rambo says he can make it happen.
He can make it happen.
Yeah, he said send it to him.
All right, and as far as new games, Escape from Tarkov, Star Citizen. I really like Escape from Tarkov. I'm having a lot of fun with that. Star Citizen, I really want to get into more onto streams. Other than that, maybe some more Sea of Thieves on the weekends and stuff like that. Make it a every weekend thing. And then another game that I wouldn't mind trying, we'll see, is Anthem.
Oh,
I don't know how anybody feels about that. I heard a lot of people say it's like Destiny, but I never played Destiny at all.
Yeah,
I
played a little bit of the demo, but yeah, I heard there's no PvP.
And
but
that's been turning off a lot of people.
Yeah,
I'm kind of. If they do put PvP in there at one point, that would be cool. But if not, I'm down to play on a chill game, just to do some PvE with some friends. You know what I mean, for a change.
I watched a little bit of it. Was it last weekend or the weekend before? One of them when they were doing I think it was the private beta or open beta or demo, and it just did not catch my eye. I just tuned out right away. I think that there was a lot more hype to it than what what it should have been. Pretty much, they hyped it up way too much.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Viking wants to know if you'll be having like community days where you play different games with your community. For example, Fortnite.
I do want to do a community day. I haven't figured out a good day to do it, because usually when I want to do it, like there's other people like streaming. I don't know what they're playing. Like most of them are doing different stuff, but I kind of want to do it on Sunday. That's why I'm like doing this the Sea of Things thing that day. It's just to test the waters out, and then maybe do Fortnite. Then maybe some other games. I don't know. There's plenty of other games, like even Ring Elysium. Some people want me to play Ring Elysium. I'm not sure if you guys have tested it out. I've played that yet.
I played it when it first came out. I've been watching some of the new update with the new map and the new I guess like the traveling pack or whatever that you can pick.
Yeah, I've been watching some people play with the bicycle too.
Yeah, that's what I was watching. I'm like, okay, this looks interesting now. I'm gonna have to update it and jump in and try it out.
But if I do play Fortnite, I gotta have someone carry me in building, because all I can do is shoot.
But
Actually, I really
sure
like
I can get that.
I really like the game, the gunplay in Ring Elysium. I played it quite a bit when it first came out.
Yeah.
And the new update looks really fun, but I haven't dove into it yet.
Yeah, I watch Man Pawns play it a lot. Actually, he's the wife installed it for me, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, Viking's like, I got you, fam.
But me and the wife were watching Man Pawns play Ring of Elysium, and I was just in there watching him. And next thing I know, I was like, "What are you doing?" She's all, "I'm gonna install the game and maybe play it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I was like, so I installed it as well.
Yeah, we'll have to hop on there then and check out the new update. Like I said, me personally, I haven't tried it since it was the snow map, and you had, I think it was the glider, the snowboard, and I forget the other one.
Yeah,
but it was like super buggy still.
And I won. So I'm like, I'm gonna play this later because it seems really easy right now. And I don't know if it was just me. I killed 4 or 5 people and got to the chopper. I'm like, is this it? I didn't know if, I've never played it before, so I was like, I was a little confused.
I got another question for you. Ph0bes. Have you ever played R6, and would you consider playing Rainbow Six?
I've never played, and there's like 20 people that want me to play, and I have considered it. I know as soon as it goes on sale again, I want to get it.
Okay.
I know it's
that sounds like a Yote question for himself.
No, actually, that came from Ph0bes, but yeah, me and Ph0bes will carry you. Mostly Ph0bes though.
Yeah. My friend Alicia, you guys, DM Buddy, Muffin, I think was playing it as well.
I can't get into that game.
Yeah, I've never played. Oh, even Jay Lee. Jay Lee's been playing it a lot lately.
You know
too.
how many
I've
times?
Never seen her play really a first person that much.
Do you know how many times?
He might hold the world record for uninstalling that game.
Oh yeah, I've bought it, played it, uninstalled it, got it refunded, bought it again, played it, uninstalled it, got a refund. What game? Rainbow Six Siege. And then bought it again, just to give it another go. Played it, kind of started getting the hang of it, and then I stopped playing it. But then I reached my cap for hours played on it, so I couldn't get it refunded again.
Oh, damn.
So now I just uninstall it, and then when I want to play it again, then I install it. Now, now it's at the point to where I just keep it installed, because with Twitch you get, Twitch Prime loot, and sometimes like for Christmas
Yes,
they
right,
did
right.
they
I wonder
did
how
like
much shit I have, because I have a bunch of stuff I claimed. So
right. So like
Unless-
with Christmas,
unless it goes
they
away.
gave everybody like a little, I guess you could say, Christmas gift or whatever. So now all I do is just log in, get my Prime loot, and get whatever special gifts that they're offering, just so I have it. Just so like within like 5 years from now, if I decide I want to play it again, then I'll go ahead and play it, and I have all that stuff.
But another since I didn't mention, I meant to mention it earlier. Another game that I've been thinking about playing again is I was talking about it earlier is Rocket League.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
I want
installed
to
again
try
because-
that.
Yeah, the wife was wanting to play it actually, and I was like, I have it. I was like, I'll install it again. I was like, you couldn't get it installed. I was like, we'll play that. She's like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, we'll just get you a controller. I was like, we'll both play some. So
You
she
guys
wants to
playing it on the
try
PC then?
Yeah,
What is
but
it?
it
like
is
that is a game,
cross-platform, right?
I don't
I have no
know.
idea.
I believe it's cross-platform still.
I don't know. Does anyone in chat know if Rocket League is cross-platform? Hexbull says it is.
I believe it's cross-platform with Xbox and PlayStation 4. And Switch as well now.
With all
too, I
platforms,
think.
he says.
Yeah,
there's not too many cross-platform games.
Yeah,
Mhm.
not at all. And that's what I liked about Rocket League, because we also got a friend that works there's name as well, and we just bought him for Christmas. We got him the Rocket League Gold Edition because he wanted another game to play, and he wanted something fun that wasn't too serious. I was like, Rocket League, because
Soccer
like
with a hot wheel.
yeah, as well, he mentioned like a couple of games to her. I'm like, well, those other games, I was like, no. I was all Rocket League. He'll get the most enjoyment out of that. So he's been playing that, and so
What is it, like $20 on Steam?
I think so. I think it's only $20 on Steam, and it's got a bunch of like DLC, cosmetic items, of course, microtransactions you can buy. And some of them are actually pretty cool, like the Back to the Future car I have.
I'm gonna have to get that so we can all play that. And there's another, like, I've been wanting to do this for such a long time, which I think it would be really fun to do. I don't know about anybody else, but Uno. You can get Uno on Steam, and if we can just get,
Dude,
a lot of like a big community night, and have all of us, either some of us can stream it, whatever, but just all of us get together one night and just play Uno.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's two things on top of that.
I'm down
When
for
are we
some
going to get
Uno.
our squad streams? That way we can have those like streams where we can have like all of us who are playing that Yahtzee.
Well,
Remember how
over here
there's
on Mixer, we have the
that's Twitch.
co-streaming already.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oof.
There's
Drinking Uno, yes, that's
Cards
going to be
Against
fun.
Humanity too. You got Cards Against Humanity you can get on
and
PC.
then,
Oh, yeah, we could do Cards Against Humanity as well.
That'd be a pretty fun stream though.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm down. I am down. I would love to give Yote a draw 4.
Usually tell me to drop 4.
That would be a lit stream. Like, I think everyone
That would.
in chat is just, I think they're down. They want to do it.
Yeah.
You guys,
Let's do it.
would you guys like to do it? Do
I'm
an
down.
Uno
Let's do
night
this.
or Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah, either
Yeah.
or. Is where do you get Cards Against Humanity? Is that on Steam as well?
I think it's a website you have to go to.
I'm not sure.
I-
But I've seen
I-
a lot of streamers play it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do it online. I think you have to go to a certain website for it. Uno and alcohol. I am down. Okay, I am down as
there
well.
you go.
I think it'd be an interesting stream. Be really fun.
Oh.
And everybody if whoever's playing over here on Mixer will definitely do like a co-stream. That'd be absolutely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think that'd be a good time. Some Ronas
Definitely.
and some Uno.
Some Ronos and some Uno. I'm down.
I'm already looking up Uno right now.
Yeah, I know it's on Steam. I was looking at it because I wanted to do it before I joined. This was like over a year ago. I was
$10. That's not bad at all.
no, I'm pretty, and I think if I remember correctly, you can get like different add-ons or for like
Yeah, they got Rayman themed cards.
Yeah,
Rayman.
but like even just like the basic Uno for $10, I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Content, it'd be worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Get drunk, play Uno.
Yeah, exactly. I asked Yote this when we first did episode 1 of the podcast, and for me, I'm always interested in wondering how like that specific like streamer or content creator came up with their name. Like, what's the backstory of Ph0bes?
Well,
Because that's like one question, like that's like one thing, like I guess you could say no one really ask about, but always I like could wonder. Like I'm always like I want like how say like any pro players, like a couple of them I already know, like say like Scump, how he got his name. I know the backstory of that, but I went and like searched for it just because I was interested in it.
Actually, it started way back in Counter-Strike 1. We'll say 1.3, 1.6. I was watching a video. Like I did at that time, I was just going by whatever name I would pick for that day, just because it's Counter-Strike and you can change.
Oh, you're breaking up. You're gonna have to say that again.
Hello, test.
Test.
You're good.
All right. But yeah, back when I played Counter-Strike 1.3, 1.6, I didn't really have a name. I just picked whatever name that day, from a hero from Gundam Wing to Peter Parker or whatever, you know what I mean? Just random names, Punisher, Castle, Rain Castle. And then one day I was watching a player from SK Gaming named Heaton. And they had a song playing in a video from Frag or Die, and it's called Fear of the Dark by Iron Maiden. And it said, there's a phobia that's always near. So I started picking the name Phobia, and I just went with Phobia for the longest time. And then finally, when I got around to streaming and being on social media, well, Phobia was taken because I got late to the game.
It's a pretty badass name, to be honest.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people. There's a pro player back in that they apparently that had the name Phobia. I'm like, well, I've had Phobia for like the last 2 years now. I was like, where did this kid come from? It's one of those things. Like I was like, whatever, but like nobody else really had it. And then now it's like I can't get it on any social media. So I was like, well, people called me Ph0bes for short, or Ph0bes, or many other names. But as all Ph0bes works, as all it's short, nobody has it, we'll take it.
Yeah, before I started watching you, and when Yote was, telling me about your stream, I look at it, I'm like, Ph0bes? Huh?
Yeah, a lot of people say Ph0bes. A lot of people say Ph0bes. And I'm like, yeah, Phoebe from like Friends. Yeah, that's it.
Or Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
Ph0bes.
Ph0bes wants to know if your dog's gonna die from not eating because his bowl's full of food.
It's just like the whole fish topic.
He picks and eats at his food when he wants to. He doesn't eat that much. Like I keep his bowl food, like his full bowl full of food, just so he can eat whenever he wants to. And he eats on his own schedule. He'll eat in the morning, he'll eat in the afternoon, he eats at night, just casually. He doesn't eat too much or whatnot, but he eats once in a while. Right now he's just conked out, sleeping. I'm not sure. You guys can't see him now. You guys can.
Another question. I found. I was scrolling through Twitter a couple weeks ago, and I saw this. And I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be a good one. What's the most frustrating thing to you that's about streaming?
About streaming?
Yeah.
Not having anybody to talk to.
Well, you can't be that negative.
Well, no, I don't mean it like that. I mean, there's a lot of lurkers and everything. It just I like talking to people, and then like I'll sit there and talk to some people, like they'll talk back and forth, and I'll talk and we'll finish our conversation, and then it's silence for like an hour, and then somebody else will come and I'll talk for a little bit. And it's like it's just about a little bit of things here and there, and it feels like I don't know, like I like changing up the conversation here and there. But at times, sometimes like when I get into the PUBG games and I get into concentrating, and then people are like talking, like there's like a whole bunch of stuff talking going on, and I'm like, I'm not talking at all. And then by the time I'm done talking, like everybody's done talking, I'm like, shit, I'm concentrating, trying to kill people, and I'm trying to talk. Now I want to talk, and no one wants to talk. But I feel like
find that balance.
Yeah, like that's why I feel like EFT, like playing some Escape from Tarkov or Star Citizen, will help me like talk a little bit more to people because I'm sure I can interact a little bit more here and there with people. While PUBG is a lot of action, like with like happens in 5 minutes, and you can have people talking within a couple minutes of there, and then they go away because you're not talking right away because you're fighting or something. Some people understand it, some people get frustrated by it, which I kind of say because I do the same thing. Like if someone's sitting there like concentrating for like 10 minutes, like I'll just sit there and I'll walk away, and then by the time they talk to me, I'm like, I come back and they're like, "Yo, you still there, Ph0bes?" I'm like, "Shit."
Like some people like will always like have the worst timings ever. Like you could be in the beginning of the match doing good, no one, there's no one, came in yet and hasn't started a conversation. And then as soon as you get into like the top 10 situation where you need to focus and you want to win that game, people start rolling in and talking to you, and then like you're focused on the game trying to get that dub, and by the time
looking over at chat, you're like, shit.
By the time the match is over, they're already gone and left, and you're just like, what timing? Just what timing?
Yeah, it's just timing. Like it's like it's not really a frustrating thing. It's just like it's like one of those things. Like I wish I had like I don't know. I talk to myself a lot. I talk regardless if anybody's there. And then some people will come in. You talking to yourself, Ph0bes? I'm like, always. I don't mean that literally. I mean I'm talking to whoever is listening out there.
Yeah, you're just talking just to talk.
Yeah, just talking to talk. Just commenting on my gameplay. Just doing my thing. It's like at home, no one's around. I talk to my dog. If my wife happens to hear me talking, I'm like, just talking to myself. Don't worry. She'll ask me like she'll say, "What? You're talking quietly." I was like, just talking to myself. Don't worry. Sorry. It's like one of those things. Like I have a thought in my head, and I just go with those thoughts, and all of a sudden I start talking about that thought, and I don't realize it. And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Nothing. Just I'm talking to myself. It's okay."
Yeah, every time like when someone like if I have the house to myself, kids are gone, wife's gone, I just like to sit there on the couch, and I don't know if it's weird or not, but I just like to sit there in pure silence for at least an hour or so, and just sit there. Just because like with my line of work, I'm dealing with high pressure gases, so there's constant noise going that's extremely loud. Like when I'm doing a delivery, I have to wear a hard hat with earmuffs on it, so it silences the pressure. Yeah. And then when I get home, you have the kids, of course, playing, screaming, and all that. So when they're gone, I'm just like, yes, silence, no TV, no music, nothing. I just put my phone down and I just kind of just sit there and just kind of enjoy it while I can.
You need one of those, what is that? Those portable things that you just get into and there's like silences out everything.
Oh, like a soundproof room.
But it's like a water tank that you get into though. I can't remember what it's called. Someone's got to know the name of it out there. But basically you just sit in it and it just blocks out all the noise. And you just can't hear anything outside, and you just sit there and relax state and just listen to your own thoughts.
Awesome. Yote, do you have questions? I mean, I have two. I have two more questions I would like to ask him.
You ask your questions first. I'll finish up.
Well, I know one of them is for like an end of the whole podcast.
That's what mine was for too. It's probably the same one.
Isolation tank. Thank you, Viking.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So the last podcast, what I did was I kind of trapped Yote into it. Was I want to get a question from whoever we're interviewing, and that they would want to, want to ask the next guest. Like, if you have one question to ask the next guest, what would it be?
Damn.
I don't know if I worded that correctly.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yep, sounds about right when he trapped me with it.
Let's see. What would be a good interview question? Dude, I'm horrible at this. I'm horrible at thinking of stuff on the spot, especially. It's like
it's all good. So the question that I trapped Yote with, I asked him the same question, and his was, "What's next for you as a streamer?" And I flipped it around back onto him. I was like, "So what's next for you as a streamer?" So, Ph0bes, what's next for you as a streamer?
what's next for me?
Yeah.
We'll see wherever it takes me. I'm just gonna keep on going. Even though it's gonna be a little tough here in 3 months when I go to move. I'm not sure how big of a break I'm gonna need, but I'm gonna try to get back to it right away. But hopefully, with the move to Tennessee, it'll be a little bit better for streaming for me. Maybe I can get a part-time job down there that'll help boost me up a little bit more, even more so. So I can do some more stuff for the community and do some more fun stuff for the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm hoping to find something because here in town, it's a little hard to find something without being buddy with anybody. I'm sure you guys know. Well,
Yeah,
Joel
exactly.
mostly.
Yeah, that's a hard town to find a job in, especially a good job.
Especially if you don't know anybody or you're not good friends or you don't go out and drink with them. Oh, come hang out and then we'll talk about the job. It's like, I don't drink.
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah. But when we got there, my mom's already knows some people that might want to get us some jobs and whatnot. So, and we've already listed that on some bars for Mel to go to, mostly bars that do karaoke. That way she can sing and stuff like that because she really wants to do that.
Yeah, she's a
I know you were
phenomenal singer.
Oh, she's amazing. And I know you were trying to get her on the Twitch Sings as well.
Yeah, I've been still trying to get her on that Twitch Sings.
I've personally seen
I need to go reach out to them a little bit more.
Yeah, I've personally been there, and she's got an amazing.
I got a
voice.
question from chat. Rambo wants to know, what's your craziest / epic moment of PUBG?
Dude, I've had a lot.
That's a good question
recently.
too.
I've had a lot recently. Give me a second. I can look at some clips real quick because I know I've clipped some recently.
So while you're doing that, I just kind of thought about it. So if anyone in any of our chats over on Twitch.tv and Mixer, Ph0bes was one of the guys that I went to TwitchCon with, and we ended up getting a house with a bunch of people, like 9 or 10 different streamers and content creators and mods and all of that. How was your experience that weekend at TwitchCon?
Dude, I wish I can go back. It was an absolute blast, and I wish I could do it again. I wish I could do it every year, pretty much just like that, no matter what. Because getting the house is probably the best experience to ever do, because not only did you save on fees, but you had this beautiful house to share with a bunch of friends. You know what I mean? It was an absolute blast. Like, I had fun.
See, for me, like, I wish I can go back too, because if I can change one thing that weekend, that would be not to drink as much on Thursday.
If I could change one thing, I was able to change one thing personally, and I don't think I could, the weather, so I can swim more without being damn cold.
Oh, was it that cold?
To me, it was, dude.
But so no, like the only reason why I'm saying was not to drink as much that night was because Friday morning, I got up, I think it was like 6:30, and I stood up and I literally fell back down onto the bed because I felt horrible. Hoping that, maybe like a shower would help, and no, that didn't help. And we had two vehicles that weekend. We had my vehicle and we had your vehicle. So to kind of carpool everybody, you don't know how hard it was for me to drive from the house to the convention center. And then we stood in line because I think we left before you guys did. We stood in line for the loot cave for over 2 hours. Just standing there. Geez. I had no water. I felt like pure death. Like, my throat hurt. I felt sick. I thought I was gonna throw up in the middle of the crowd. I was like, oh, this is gonna suck.
I got a question from Chad. He just came in, and New viewer. He was wondering if you could go over what you stream again.
Mostly I used to. Well, I did stream a lot of PUBG, like every day, all day. I recently started playing some Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov, Sea of Thieves, and I'll be playing some Star Citizen as well pretty soon.
Awesome, awesome.
Well, I really don't. I don't have any like spectacular plays, but I've got some interesting plays. Like I've got one where I landed right on top of a crate after it landed, and I killed a guy that he didn't realize that I landed there. And I also got that amazing crossbow kill that made a Viking proud.
If you'd like to link it, you're more than welcome to link it in chat so people can watch. Also, if you guys are new and just now tuning into the podcast, you can always watch this back over on YouTube. Over here, if you're over here on Mixer, you can click on that link. If you're on Twitch, you can feel free to click on that link as well that I just posted.
All right, and what was that last question one more time?
The last question was
the games.
What was your most craziest epic moments of PUBG?
I've had
as well. If you're over here on Mixer, you can go and catch Ph0bes stream over at twitch.tv/Ph0bes with an O. If you're watching, you can see his Twitch link, his Twitch name underneath his webcam.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if I've got some YouTube videos that I recently made as well.
Would you like to?
I'll be putting it together another one later.
More welcome to shout that out if you want.
I don't have a custom link though.
Yeah,
I've got a bunch of numbers.
That's what's hard for me because like I don't have a custom link either.
Yeah, you have to have like 100 subs in order to get a custom link or
something like that. And I haven't done YouTube in so long, but I'm pulling it up right now.
Can you go into depth of what Escape from Tarkov is? I had another question for you.
It's I'm still learning a lot. It's I guess it's like a survival game, kind of like first person shooter. Get gear, or you go into like raids maps, what they call raids. You fight NPCs and players, both. One's a scav, and then the other one's called PMC. PMCs are always players. Scavs can be either players or AI. You can tell the difference between a player AI or player scav and an AI scav. Mm-hmm. But basically, you want to go in there, kill people, loot, get all their loot, get as much loot as you can, and extract before the time's up. Then you go ahead and you sell all that. Basically, you sell that stuff to vendors and get up your rep so you can unlock more stuff. But basically, it's like a grindy game. PvP game where you get as good gear as you can, but the downside is if you die with that gear, you lose that gear. Even if you insure that gear, you'll lose that gear because those people will probably pick it up. But if they don't pick it up and you insure it, you'll probably get it back. But it's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain because like I said, I've only been playing for like the last week now. But I guess
is there any chances of you going to E3 at all?
That's gonna be rough because I am moving in May, and I don't know how my situation is gonna be. Like how settled down we're gonna be by July? I think it is. You think?
I'm not sure. So we're definitely gonna have to come out there then before you move, so we can have a night out.
I would
love
to go to E3 and a PAX one of these days.
I know. I want to go to PAX South, or not South, but PAX West.
Yeah, I'd love to go to one of them. One of these days, I would love to.
But like, I can't find. They haven't announced the actual dates for PAX West, but someone told me that PAX West is usually on, I think, Labor Day weekends. I think it was. So that kind of gave me a rough, estimate of when to take my time off. I think it's usually in Washington and Seattle. I know last year was in Seattle. Yeah, I'm not sure if
Washington last year.
I'm not sure
what the other ones are.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they change every year like TwitchCon does. But
I think they're the same venues. I want to say they're the same venues, but
yeah. So if it's in Seattle, that's fine with me because I have family that lives up there an hour away from Seattle, so I can just go stay with them.
Yeah,
don't have to worry about that. Let's see. I think we covered a lot, man. We covered a lot.
We
talked
did.
Real quick.
Is there anything we missed that we wanted to talk about that we're talking about earlier that we said we're going to talk about later?
Oh,
yeah, because we talked about a lot before.
Yeah, for like half an hour in Discord
We're like,
before
we'll
the stream
elaborate
started.
on it later.
Yeah. I don't even remember now. we just talked about so many different topics just now. I just kind of, forgot about it. Kind of go over or whatever. If I have it written down right here for the ending one. Yeah. What would you like to tell your audience, your community, you personally, to them?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, what would you want to tell them? Like, I guess you could say like how thankful you are or whatever.
Oh, I am like without my community, I wouldn't be doing this at all. Like without, like, there's been so many times where I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to do this still. Like there's some days where I'm like, I just need to go out and find an actual job instead of trying to do this full time, because I just like, I sometimes like, how you get that just discouraged sometimes, and the community always brings me back and always just like, no, we're always here. Thank you for like the entertainment and stuff like that. So I appreciate them telling me like all the good things. That means a lot to me, more than I portray, you know what I mean? Because I'm not very good at showing how thankful I am. You know what I mean? I have a real hard time like showing like emotion. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
I get way excited. Like when I get excited, like I go off stream and I tell the wife I'm all baby, and I don't show it on stream. But when I get off the stream, I'm like baby. Like I get all excited and happy. Like, so if someone comes in stream and says hi, and I'm like play it off cool and stuff like that, I get off stream, I'm all baby. You wouldn't guess what happened. You know what I mean?
Awesome,
It's one of those things. It's like it's hard for me to portray like to everybody else, but like my wife, I'm like yeah.
Yeah, no, I do this. I do the same thing. Like if I have a really, 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 really good stream, I'll get off and I'll go lay down. My wife will be like, "Oh, did you have a good stream?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I did. I got this many people came in. I capped out of this. I met this person, which is from here, and just like they were really awesome." And you just kind of go over everything. I just start spilling everything that happened that stream.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I used to have a real job.
Do you think? Here's a
I
question
used to
for
be
you.
an adult. And then my wife told me I could be a kid as long as I wanted to. I'm like, okay.
Here's one last question I kind of have for you. Do you think her letting you be a full-time streamer and kind of like try to find your way and be a stream every day or whenever you could has helped your channel?
I feel it actually has helped my channel a little bit, especially with her support, especially when she comes in and talks to everybody as well and shows her face and sings to us once in a while. I think they like it. I think she likes that I do it as well. I think it's helped out. Like, I think it's helped me open up a bit more, you know what I mean? Like, now that she accepts it, I can open it up a little bit more with everybody.
yeah.
It's like one of those things that I was afraid that she was like going to be hating it, like always hating it, and then she
Like she's
realized
gonna be okay with it in the beginning, and then the more you did it, like, okay, this has got to stop.
Enough. And then I was like, she's gonna be like that. It's gonna happen. And then as time went on, she got a little irritated for a second, and then she started getting to know everybody and started talking to everybody, and she's like, I really like all these people, and just started having fun with it. She really enjoys the community. She enjoys talking to people. Like, when we went to TwitchCon, she was so ecstatic, like meeting everybody. She was so excited meeting Tanner for the first time, meeting Jordan, meeting a bunch of people that she's only talked to like over like text and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she had a lot of fun as well, and that made me happy as well. Like, that made me really happy, like seeing how happy she was, like to talk to all the people to face finally.
Yeah, Tanner was at TwitchCon.
Yeah, Tanner was at TwitchCon with us.
And when I first got there, because like you rarely see like pictures of Tanner. I mean, even if you have him on Snapchat, he really doesn't take pictures of himself. He's always taking pictures of like the golf balls that he's gathering up, or the snow that's outside.
Yeah, so when I first seen a picture of him, I was like, I had no idea that's what you looked like.
Yeah. So when I first got there, I saw Demon. I knew Demon. I recognized him. I recognized Ph0bes. I recognized Mel. And Tanner came downstairs. I was like, "Oh, what's up, dude? I'm Jordan or Nonsense or whatever." And he's like, "It's Tanner." I'm like, "Oh, get the fuck out of here!" Like I had no clue that it was him.
Yeah, he was a lot taller than I expected to. A lot taller.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect him to be that tall.
Yeah, but he's a good character too. I like that kid.
He actually sent you guys like Mel a care package, didn't he?
Yeah,
he's like potato chips and all kinds of ketchup
Mel
stuff.
a care package full of ketchup potato chips.
That sounds disgusting.
Lay's, Pringles, and then I think it's Old Dutch. I think it's disgusting personally, but she absolutely loves the ketchup chips.
Ew, that just sounds.
Someone was talking about sending
gross.
her all dressing chips they have up there as well. I guess that are only
All
up in
dress.
Canada. Yeah, they're called all dressing.
I've
I've never heard of them, so I'm
sounds
like,
kind of interesting, to be honest.
Sounds disgusting.
I've only seen pics. It's all he sends me.
I don't know, the ketchup one just sounds worse.
Yeah, I know. I just literally tastes like a ketchup, like just you're eating ketchup. I can't do it. She's all, it's like eating a fry with ketchup. I was all, it doesn't taste the same. Sorry.
No.
It's not the same to me. She's all, it's just like a crunchy fry. I'm like, no, it's not like a crunchy fry. It's like I'm eating just like ketchup made like a flat ketchup chip, like nothing else.
Yeah, it just turns me away instantly.
I can't do that taste.
Awesome. Well, I think that's
about
that's
it
good.
for us,
Yeah,
man.
that's gonna about do it. The
Yeah,
Ph0bes,
almost
thanks.
an hour and a half, almost.
Yeah, the Ph0bes, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
No,
Yeah,
thank you
man.
guys for having me.
I'm glad you came on. I mean, you're my first my Twitch sub cherry.
Wait.
20 months the other day.
Damn, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're the first
20
one I ever
months in a
subbed to.
row. I
And-
appreciate that very much. Oh yeah, did Tanner bring a syrup with him? I can't remember.
No, I don't think he did.
No. Oh
Robot again.
yeah, robot again.
But no, it was
Yeah.
an absolute pleasure having you on, the man.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Everybody in chat, thank you guys for all hanging out and tuning in. Also, if you guys just now tuned in, you can watch this back over on YouTube. If you're on my side, you can click that link. That'll bring you up to my YouTube channel. We'll get that posted up there. Let me see if I don't think I posted it in Yote's. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Have a good one, guys.
You guys
Thank you
want
guys.
to
Have a good night.
you guys want to catch Ph0bes over at his channel? I'll post a link for you guys here. Go ahead and give the man a follow. Check out his content. He's an awesome guy. You guys won't regret it.
You just listened to the Causing Nonsense podcast. Watch us live at mixer.com/nonsenseog and twitch.tv/YoteGG. And make sure you follow us on Twitter at NonsenseOG and YoteGG. Thank you for listening to the Causing Nonsense podcast.